everyone! So today we're going to be talking about elapsed time. But before we go into that, I want us to go over what we learned last class. And so last class we practiced how to read time on clocks. And so what I want us to do before we start learning something new is to practice what we learned last time. So, can anyone tell me what these two are? Kylie. Yes, so these are the hands of the clock. Now, there's two of them, so what does that mean? Yes. Good job, Jane. So yes, one is a minute hand and one is an hour hand. Does anyone remember which one's which? No, that's okay. So, what I want us to remember we use yellow for our minute hand because our minute hand is mellow yellow. It's our mellow yellow minute hand. So this is our minute hand right here. So what does that make this one? This is our hour hand. It is our hot pink hour hand. So the hour hand's pointing at 5 and the minute hand's pointing at 12. What time does that make it? Yes, it's 5 o'clock. And it's 5 o'clock because the minute hand is at 12. So it started over, so it's a new hour, so it just turned to 5. So this clock is 5 o'clock. Okay, and so what we're going to learn about today is elapsed time. And elapsed time is the amount of time that passes from the beginning to the end of one point. So what that means is when you're looking at elapsed time, you're looking for time that passes from one point to the next. So for example, so let's say you go to Disney World and you get some Dole Whip, some nice and good Dole Whip at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. And then, you know, you're still hungry and you still want more. And your mom says to you, you can have more Dole Whip if you're good in 3 hours. So what did your mom just do? Your mom just gave you an elapsed time. An elapsed time means that she told you she was looking at the amount of time that passed from one point to the next. So does anyone know? Can anyone think of how many hours are between 12 and 3? Yeah, it's 3 hours. See, y'all are already good at this. So the amount of elapsed time is 3 hours. And in 3 hours, your mom was saying you can have some more Dole Whip then. So what I want us to do is practice an example. So looking back at our old clock, that is at 5 o'clock. I'll make up another scenario. So y'all get home at 5 in the afternoon and your mom tells you you have to go to bed in 3 hours because we have to get up early to take you to gymnastics practice or soccer practice. So, I want y'all to think about how many, if it's 5 o'clock and your mom says you have to go to bed in 3 hours, what does that mean? And I'll help y'all out, okay? So, let's look at this. So this is our minute hand. So this one goes all the way around the clock before it's another hour. So it's right up here. And your mom says 3 hours. So it goes around the clock. And goes back up. And now it becomes 6. And then it goes around one more time. Around the clock to make one more hour. So that's 2 hours. And your mom had said 3 hours. So this minute hand's gonna move around the clock one more time to make 3 hours, and boom. Do y'all see where that's pointing? It is pointing right there. And what time does that? Do y'all know? Yeah, that is 8 o'clock. That is 8 o'clock. And so the elapsed time was 3 hours, which led you to 8. And that's how you do elapsed time. So for elapsed time, it's the amount of time that passes from one point to the next, just like the example we did. So our starting point was 5, and then the time elapsed, and 3 hours later it was 8. And that's how you'll figure out elapsed time. We'll do some more examples.